the land of the rising sun. Nippon, known to the world as Japan, an icon of modernity in the contemporary world. Efficiency and service, coupled with industry and initiative, have their story to tell. Humanity's most successful industrial economy, reaching out to the planet, combining almost unprecedented affluence with remarkable social stability and harmony. To the outside world, Japan is an enigmatic blend of the alien and the familiar, the traditional and the modern, the rich Orient that opens its arms to the West too. India and Japan, where do the twain meet? On the face of it, they'd make for strange partners. But dig deep, and history tells you it's a partnership that thrives. In April 1952, Japan and India signed a peace treaty and established diplomatic relations. It was among the first peace accords Japan signed after World War II. 59 years on, prime ministers of both the countries endorsed a vision for the enhancement of Japan-India strategic and global partnership upon entering the 60th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations. The anvil of an even newer dawn.
Japan-India Association is the most old institution of this kind, the friendship between Japan and foreign countries. Now we are celebrating 109 years. But more than that, we are helping to promote our bilateral relations even more for our future generations.
This thread started it all. The thread of tradition, of custom, of convention and of religion that has strengthened into a rope. Together with the warmth of the heart that unites all humanity. Over 15 centuries, this powerful foundation has magnified and compounded and diversified in every direction known to man. Every relationship has to have its roots in the cultural overlap, in a celebration of the human bond, however distant the physical being.
やはり我々の教え根本はゴータマ・シッダルダお釈迦様ですから、今でも我々でももちろん大乗経典。
I think Buddha is the best link between India and Japan. The teachings of Gautama Siddhartha is the basic of our principles. We read the translated versions of the very scriptures taught by Buddha. This is extremely important for us. Those basic teachings are the foundation of our life in Japan.
そういったものをスッタニパータであるとかですね、そういったものをもちろん私は翻訳したものを読むんですけれども、そういったものを読んで、やはり我々そのお釈迦様っていうのは何か、どういうことを説かれたのか、考えられたのかっていうのはもちろん我々にとっては大切なものですし、それが
Modern Japan is a picture of the highest standards of human quality of living and development. the powerful blend of technology with human dedication and service that reflect just what mankind on Earth is capable of if given the right blend of values and efficient modernity. See just this on the bustling vitality and clockwork efficiency on the roads of the capital Tokyo, and the serene pride that Japan's rural folk take in protecting nature's bounties in the countryside. Brilliantly exemplified in these trains, Japan's prided Shinkansen train network, a symbol to the world of Japan standing in the modern world. The present network links most major cities of Honshu and Kyushu islands. Expansion is afoot alongside measures to take speeds beyond the present 300 kilometers per hour. Test runs have already reached 443 kilometers per hour. At this speed and at clockwork precision and rising frequency of operation, the Shinkansen functions as a lifeline between Tokyo and Osaka, two of Japan's biggest cities. It serves more people than any other high-speed line in the world. This network and its operation is the touchstone for the Delhi Metro that Japan has helped the Indian capital create for itself. India has been the largest recipient of Japanese ODA loan for the past several years. The Delhi Metro is one of the most successful examples of India-Japan cooperation in this line. Finance worth $4.5 billion will be made available by Japan to India in the next 5 years for DMRC, making a huge difference to the way India lives and works.
Presently, we are carrying about 15.5 lakh passengers a day. I think this is a very, very great service we are rendering to the city.
At the heart of Japan's modern development, industry and enterprise. Japanese systems of R&D, management, precision, state-of-the-art manufacture, and stellar marketing techniques are objects and subjects of emulation.
Every day, anytime we are watching at the customer, and now that the Indian customer, what kind of the product they are expecting, and then we decide to make it the supply.
See all these elements in action at the Suzuki Motor Corporation, headquartered in Hamamatsu, Japan. Suzuki is the 9th largest automobile manufacturer in the world by production volume, employs over 45,000 people in Japan, has 35 main production facilities in 23 countries. India prides itself in the fact that Suzuki is the most prominent Japanese company to have investments in India. Maruti Suzuki India Limited is Suzuki's largest and most valuable subsidiary. Incorporated in 1981, Suzuki has a 54.2% stake in the Indian auto giant. Maruti Suzuki offers 14 car models in India, ranging from the one-time bestseller car, the legendary Maruti 800, to the premium Maruti Suzuki Kizashi and luxury SUV Grand Vitara.
Fortunately, we have history in India more than 30 years, and we are first player that make an investment in India for automobile industry. That is one reason. Also, we can get a good customer, and we of course we will ourselves make effort to take care of the customer. It's a history. We want to keep that and furthermore develop that.
At the center of the popularity of Japanese products in India and worldwide is the trust and high recall they have built up for themselves.
On behalf of Suzuki Motor Corporation, we are very much appreciated the Indian people. Not only that our dealership people or vendorship people, also and the customer and all of Indian people. Because of the past 30 years, we could develop our business in India and enhancing a good relationship with Indian people. We would like to, in future, furthermore develop that kind of relationship with the people of India.
Mr. Ayokawa goes on to speak about expectations from the Indian government to expand operations ahead.
I believe it, in case of Maruti Suzuki, quite be well, and we have to good communication with the government and local government and central government, and then we want to develop furthermore gradually.
Extend just that to the realm of consumer electronics. TVs to digital imaging products, a gamut of networked products and services, audio players that show the way through to optical discs, chemical products, recording media, storage media, and more. Sony Corporation, set up in 1946, has emerged as a world leader in the consumer electronics market. Japanese R&D, manufacture and marketing to the fore again. Innovation and high quality are the hallmarks. India is one of Sony's most successful markets today, with targets of trebling revenue to 20,000 crore rupees by 2015. An assembly unit in India may also be on the cards if local regulations and tax structures make it attractive.
Attack team close up. Attack team close up. Ready to fire, sir. Fire!
On the military front, Japan and India have shared interests in maintaining security of sea lanes in the Asia-Pacific and Indian Ocean. Cooperation in the fight against international crime, terror and piracy, and proliferation of weapons of mass destruction defines the link, alongside the geopolitical strategic leanings.
All of us have to combine our diplomatic resources, not only to impress upon China, but to deter China from making so many aggressive actions, so many hegemonic movements around the Chinese territory. In this, Japan and India have so many things to cooperate, so many things to coordinate on our foreign policy vis-à-vis China.
Pull out far from there to the glorious suprahuman depths of faith, of religion. All of Japan is dotted with Buddhist shrines, emblems of three varying schools of Buddhism that originated in the single Buddha. In each, the Indian influence peeps forth, warmly amalgamated with local traditional evolution and thought down the centuries. Esoteric Buddhism places strong emphasis on ritual, especially involving incantations. Locally, it's taken the name of Mikkyo, meaning secret teaching or secret Buddhism. Mikkyo's origins in India came in the form of a synthesis of doctrines, philosophies, deities, religious rituals, and meditation techniques from a variety of sources. Such diverse elements came together over time. It combined with the philosophical teachings of Mahayana Buddhism and formed a coherent Buddhist system of thought and practice.
で日本の、密教でも我々は誰でも仏性を持っているので、密教というか仏教ですね、特に。
In Japanese Buddhism, we believe that everybody has a possibility to become Buddha. Therefore, life is very important to us. Every single creature has life and is a part of the universe. It is important to follow the principle, live and let live. The fact that we are born means that we have potential and power to live in harmony. This is important that these powers are used for the betterment of the humanity. This can be achieved if we have a healthy mind and a healthy body.
On to the Kazuga Shinto Shrine in Nara Prefecture. The interior of this 8th century shrine is famous today for its bronze lanterns and the 1,000 and more stone lanterns leading up to it. The path to the shrine passes through a deer park. The animals run freely here, believed to be sacred messengers of the Shinto gods that inhabit the shrine and surrounding mountainous terrain. Shinto is the indigenous spirituality of Japan and its people, with 80 to 90% of Japanese people listed as Shintoist. Shinto does not actually require professing faith to be a believer. Instead, it's most often seen as a way of life rather than a religion. The Todaiji Great Eastern Temple in Nara serves as the headquarters of the Kigon School of Buddhism. The shrine, a listed UNESCO World Heritage Site, also teems with Sika deer, regarded as messengers of the gods. Even till 1998, this was the world's largest wooden building. Within, Todaiji houses the world's largest bronze statue of the Buddha, weighing 500 tons. In centuries gone by, this shrine served as the central administrative temple for the early schools of Buddhism in Japan. At its height, ordination ceremonies frequently took place here.
Buddhism is spread after the Hinduism. Not Hinduism, I can say this is Vedic. That's why even in Japan, we can find out many Vedic gods as a guardian of the Buddhist world. For example, Indra and Brahman and Saraswati and Lakshmi. Also we can find out. These are Vedic god and Vedic goddess. And also Dwalapala, also available as a guardian. Before Buddhism come to Japan, nobody think about the make a figure. And because in Shintoism, the God is invisible. How can I do? So this kind of the big influence is gave to Japanese culture. This is one of the big role of Buddhism.
Look outside religion to the colors of society itself. If religion in Japan is about the individual's way of life, traditional dress stands out as something more ornamental. See it in the porcelainic delicacy, yet gaudy flourish of the kimono. The T-shaped, straight-lined robe that's worn so that the hem falls to the ankle is Japan's most typical contribution to fashion.
そうですね、私は長年やっぱりコレクションとかたくさんやってますけれども、やっぱりその世界から見た日本という、その存在というのはやっぱりこう新しいジャパンみたいなコンテンポラリーなジャパンだけれど。
I've been in this industry for a long time. I always try to introduce elements of Japan, not only contemporary Japan but also traditional Japan. The costume I am wearing is not exactly kimono, but it is a touch of Japanese tradition. I chose this costume today to demonstrate the contact point between Japan and India. So I think I can call it Indian style Japan or Indian style Japanese. The image of India is the vivid, beautiful color. So I hope you can see some aspects of India here in my costume.
Today, kimonos are most often worn by women. Men may wear one at weddings and tea ceremonies, or professional sumo wrestlers in public. To the outsider, wearing one is as technical as the sari or the safa and calls for some skill and expertise.
の着物の文化を感じていただくということで、5着の中からお好きな色、着物を選んでいただいて。
Japan has 4 distinct seasons, so we have many different versions of kimono. We can go to India choosing the right color or right taste or patterns of kimono for Indian ladies or Indian people to do a similar demonstration. I am very much looking forward to a chance to go to India to promote Japanese culture and at the same time to learn about Indian culture.
Bonsai, that dates back to medieval Japan, is as much about art and creating something beautiful to behold as about long-term planning, contemplation, and ingenuity. Bonsai gardens and museums are subjects of active propagation, privately or through government participation. India has lapped up the thrill and brilliance of it. The Indian Bonsai Association conducts regular demonstrations and workshops. Members hold their own discussions and troubleshooter forums.
This is the best way, I think, that we can be as close to nature as one can be.
Definitely, you become more environment conscious.
Stress of life is, it just seems to disappear when you're in working with your bonsais or being with nature for that matter.
Masters of international repute, often from Japan, demonstrate advanced bonsai techniques.
I see the bonsais made by Indian ladies. I have to say that also myself, I have to learn bonsai when I go back to Japan.
Reflective of the cultural overlap also is this event, Namaste India, launched by the Asian Club Foundation and the Japan-India Business Cooperation Committee in 1993. The Society to Promote India-Japan Cultural Relations took over in 2003. The annual event at the Yoyogi Park Event Square in Tokyo offers an experience of the entire world of Indian culture. Clothing to foodstuff, business and academics, dance and music, yoga and Ayurveda, mehendi and exotic spices, and much more. With spirits refusing to be dampened by the rain or other whims of the weather. This event underlines once again the synergies and complementarities in the society, culture and economies of India and Japan. Huge potential for enhanced linkages and cooperation burst through. Nature to business, religion and the arts. The relationship says the parallels are so strong and the meeting points so many. Potential for a symbiosis show through on so many fronts, so many areas, so many possibilities of India looking to emulate their efficiencies, of the Japanese delving into India's cultural wealth and economic potential. 60 years of diplomatic relations is but a milestone of a multi-dimensional road that opens up further with every interaction, every exchange. It's about celebrating human warmth again.